Hold up, didn't mean to make it mad. Slower. Everything just can't be fast. Where your home training? Man, I swear you'll give me gas. Get your feet up on my table. Tell a label, give me favor. This my story like a fable. I ain't even got no cable. Daddy told me I am able. Mama always keep me stable. We connected like a neighbor. She upset and I'm like, do I even gotta say more? Keep on going like a with the rhyme just like I'm Twister, Mr. Who you sister? Michael Jackson with the thriller. Feel this breath a million. Cry me real, just in temper. But rapping since I was my rhyming is like a play niggas like fiddle diddle. Hey, I've been on a run. I'm just having fun. Fun. I just wanna love. So why you acting tough? Tough? I've been on a run. I'm just having fun. Fun. I just wanna love. So why you acting tough? Tough? I've been on a run. I'm just having fun. Fun. I just wanna love. So why you acting tough? Hey, why you acting tough? Why you acting tough? Yo, Austin, turn up, man. Oh, I see.
This one's called Where the Fuck Do I Go? Where the fuck do I go? Hey, where the fuck do I go? Huh. There's a part in this song where you say, where the fuck do I go? I need you to say it, and you'll catch it. And it's like, I dug myself into a hole. I ain't really got hope. Damn, it got so cold. Where the fuck do I go? When I ain't really got the hose, I pull up at the front door. They like, who the fuck do you know? Where the fuck do I go? I dug myself into a hole. Yeah, I ain't really got hope. Hey, damn, it got so cold. Where the fuck do I go? When I ain't really got the hose, I pull up at the front door. They like, who the fuck do you know? Where the fuck do I go? Thank you so much. I can drink this on camera? Can I do? I'm gonna do that then, you know? Hold up. I'm smoking weed with my woes, shitting all on my foes. Stay up on my 10 toes. Ain't nobody moto. Ayy, niggas jocking my glow. Ay, all about the pesos. Nah, really though, the kid broke. Every week the same clothes. Ain't shit free, but I wish it was. Still the shit like I shit myself. I be like water like I'm wishing well. Shawty made a wish and then I granted shit. And so she kissed my dick and then she kissed it tell. Now all the friends want a piece of shells. I done lost my mind, I'm sure you can tell. Like, where the fuck do I go? Yeah, I dug myself into a hole. Yeah, I ain't really got hope. Damn, it got so cold. Where the fuck do I go? When I ain't really got the hose, I pull up at the front door. They like, who the fuck do you know? Damn, where the fuck do I go?
I dug myself into a hole.
Yeah,
I ain't really got hope.
yeah, damn, it got so cold. Where the fuck do I go? When I ain't really got the hose, I pull up at the front door. I gotta take my hair out when I'm facing to this one right here. Yeah.
Where the fuck do I go?
Yeah, when I lost the girl I love, and it's only cause I was trying to fuck other hoes cause I was tired of fucking her. Now it kinda fucking hurts. Now I'm in the dirt, dirty ghetto kid. Moved him to the burbs, had to make it work. Got up off my ass, hopped up off the curb. Now where the fuck do I go? Yeah, I dug myself into a hole. Yeah, I ain't really got hold. Yeah, damn, it got so cold. Where the fuck do I go? When I ain't really got the hose, I pull up at the front door. They like, who the fuck do you know? Cut it. Where the fuck do I go? I dug myself into a. Damn, it got so cold. I'm like, where the fuck do I go? When I ain't really got the hose.
Hey, Casey, what door are you going out?
When I just got like real.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, hello, everybody out there on the internet land. How are we doing tonight? Good. I'm sure I haven't done this in a while. Give yourselves a round of applause. This is everybody at home clapping in front of their computer or wherever you are. Thank you for tuning in tonight. My name is Eric. This is the Safehouse channel. We are live here from East Austin, Texas, and we are happy to be with you here tonight. Hopefully you're holding up all right, taking care of yourselves, taking care of your friends, your family, your community, wherever you're watching from. I'm gonna keep here. I got a stage, but yeah, we got some people. JD Sutherland, D Fox 243. I assume watching from the United Kingdom. What's up, Evan? Go Mavs. Cool. Thank you for tuning in, Evan Wayne. Thanks, everybody. We got David Shabani, the long-awaited return of David Shabani to the channel here tonight. Very excited to be hosting him. And tonight we are taking donations. 100% of the donations tonight are going to the Austin Justice Coalition. Austin Justice Coalition. So yes, Austin Justice Coalition through Venmo at Safehouse ATX, through PayPal at safehouseaustin@gmail.com. Be taking donations throughout the night. So if you can, whatever you can afford, we really appreciate that. That'll be going out on David's behalf and on Safehouse behalf, and we appreciate any support you can get there. Grant Larson, Nultz Nick, David King, Shabani. We got everybody showed up tonight, so thank you. You know, David can see everything that you're chatting here, so if you got any questions, you got any comments, you got any love you want to send our way, absolutely do it, and support what you can, donate what you can, and that's it for me for now. I'll be back for for I don't know, 9 o'clock or so for a post-performance interview. If you want to, you got any questions, you got any stories you want to share with David, or you got any love you want to share with David, stick around for the entire show. Like I said, really excited to have him back. And Safehouse ATX on Instagram, safehouseaustin@gmail.com. If you want to hit us up and you want to come down and perform one of these shows. And again, throughout the night, we are taking money. The Austin Justice Coalition, we've had several of these. We've been I'm just trying to. That's a good problem. Yes, thank you. So thanks, David, for coming and performing and being a part of this. We're really excited to have them here tonight. Cool. Well, it seems like y'all are pretty stoked here in the chat. I don't want to keep it any longer. Let's get it going here tonight. Live, Safehouse ATX from East Austin, Texas, with David Shabani. Thank you.
See you, Eric.
As I do so well.
What's up, y'all?
As I do so
Welcome to the Safe House Show. DJ IQ and the lovely Bree with me. And myself, my name is David Shabani. We're going to get into a lot of subjects today. We're going to talk about social issues. You know, I'm talking about love, race, hate, everything. This world needs me, yes, this world needs me. But somehow my pops told my mama that he didn't. And still I never folded, my mind stayed as golden. Not cousins I never met trying to join me cause we winning. But not the Marcus, the Lily departed. We gotten so far to see where it started. As long as it's all blood, then it's all good. Judge utter my government name, then we all stood. Niggas by my mama crib tell me that they all good. My mom's in a mansion, as we all should. Slow down with that fake thuggin' mind. They ain't buggin'. My nigga, they ain't mugging. Victims of ultra-capitalist racist societies. Brother said erase it, replace it, it's too inspiring. Nobody cares about the classism. Modern day fascism, keep it the cashism. TDs and assism, gassing them. Cause I'ma need it on this journey. Wire my mama money for immigration attorneys. I'm innovative but learning, intimidated but yearning. 29 is a year, can't sit and wait till I'm 30. I used to believe it was arbitrary. Every day my mama texting me like, why aren't you married? I told her please wait up on the record deal. Put away these snacks, I'ma pull away a better meal. I was thinking rice and chicken, nice and thickin'. Revolutionary women who despise the system, but they still prosper in the status quo. Not the type to post the IG with the status quos. Used to rock the flyest coats, Aperex, I suppose. Move down south, goes with pain with different type of snow. But I never changed, so please don't let the foolish listen. I mean, but new edition, Bobby Brown without the sniffing. So pray for Lovato, pray for Lamar Odom, and drug dealers too. My nigga, we all owe them. Cause shot Trosa exposed the lifestyle, self flows for crack. Wow, years thrown at wild trials. Legalized weed will never legalize people. They say we got free but hardly legalized people. We gotta do it behind they back like they Debo. I'm looking to the future, tinted windows on my day. Just gave my cousin P another 3, but he ain't even make it out that motherfucker free. A homie that in prison mama never got to see his son again without them shackles. They just gave my cousin P another 3, but he ain't even make it out that motherfucker free. So every time I'm chilling at the crib, I'm about to sleep. I thank God the system never really happened. I told my brother dream of regime changes due to clean things. For brothers who never seen changes, never seen hope. Climb but never seen rope, so we need both. And find a way to stream show, cause we need to swim out to seek redemption. Like Shawshank through bullshit we need to mention. I'm trying to free men like Morgan. It's all about the cast and my bones is forming. I seen informants and too many snakes that's swarming. I seen crooked troops that's storming. That if you give them cash and their guns lay dormant, the dollars or the euros, yo, the sum's important and the sun's enormous. And ain't nothing new under such. You're not the first dude to see her nude or to touch. So when she told you she ain't doing the stuff, she had another dude on the hush. They just gave my cousin P another 3, but he ain't even make it out that motherfucker free. My homie died in prison, mama never got to see his son again without the shackles tugging on his feet. They just gave my cousin P another 3, but he ain't even make it out that motherfucker free. So every time I'm chilling at the crib, I'm about to sleep. I thank God the system never really got to me. I had to tell my brother dream. What's up, Cassidy? Yeah. Alright, how we feeling out there? Everybody that's on my IG live, go to the YouTube stream to see the high quality version. Jocelyn, I see you.
This feels like summer. Boy, you make me feel so alive. Just be my lover. Boy, you lead me to paradise.
I had a dream, feeling like I don't believe it. Had to choose the shit I pitch, I guess I might relieve it. MLB shit, my mind is losing battles. Feeling shaky and when my mind gets loose, it rattles. I joined the workhorse, they did me like they do the saddle. I do it, and now I need a newer saddle. I know a few have traveled, but I'm trying to globe trot. Make a spectacle of how I made my many foes drop. I just let the bros talk, I don't need to say much. Since about 15, I thought I'd be the one to save us from businesses who slave us. And shout out to the mothers who parade us. Although they broke us down, I guess they made us. And you was at my Genesis, now sonically I'm Sega. And soon later, I'm on the mission like I'm Tomb Raider. I don't move like I once did, I play station. My Xbox was so good, it made me stay patient. But the patience finally left like the hospital closed. And all of y'all are scrubs like hospital closed. So for you Zap rap, cause I'm an app rap, it won't let go until the bag grab, so tap, I ain't finna do that dance. I'ma come back for more like an advance. So when you pay attention, make sure that your interest hot. Bright buddy cold, sun up in the winter sky. And I'm on.
Sun up in the winter sky. Sun up in the winter sky. Sun up in the winter sky.
This next verse, y'all,
Sun up in the winter
I wrote it in college. And it's
Sun up in the winter
it's about the plight of the working class. And with all this essential workers in the news right now, I think it's more important than ever at this moment.
Sun up in the sun up in the sun
I done some odd jobs to stay afloat with enough cash to stay a broke nigga. With enough raps to run past the state of hope into to the state of certainty. Double verse in me, cause certainly sooner I'll be hotter than the third degree, alerting me about the road signs that I swerve to see. Crazy what we put up with for currency. Currently it's hurting me. My mama's got her to feed, this y'all don't pay me shit. This industry's a burglary, so maybe I'm a Marxist. Regardless, my verbal catharsis will give me an escape from all this hardship. Hardships are large shifts, loose times on cruise lines. I'ma be rich and frugal as a Jew's mind, so watch me pass over. I'm trying to pass over, was the belly of the beast. Maybe I asked Jonah, and if I had toner, I'd probably print money, cause these counterfeit fucks trying to take my ends from me. Well, you know, if people knew more, people would say more. All we do is slave more, making us behave more, unable to save more. They won't ever pay more. How much they pay to do this motherfucking slave chores? Corporate figures easily affording because, well, I'm in the Ford. I guess I'm not really important. Nigga, working in your store, cleaning your floor on all fours. all yours. You know, overseer, you a modern day house girl getting paid slow. Running your mouth quicker while I skip fast. I will never kiss ass. Tell the CEO I can suck a dick fast. Cause we break necks for paychecks. They checks and great checks. Fucked over in broad daylight. Like day sex, we wait stress. Waiting on the next payday mess. And when you get the paycheck, you know where you can make less. And can these niggas take less? Like, fuck the government. Paying your taxes is like, paying another rent. Smothering like the cloth all over your eyes. Can't see the president is lost all up in his lines. I'm just a proletariat, getting carried in my 96 Chariot. I should probably bury it. Only way to get me up to work up at the Marriott. Broke as a joke. Life is not hilarious, yo. All right, that felt good. All right, how's it sound out there? Shay, I see you. Yeah. I think we can turn down my vocals on the monitor a little bit. New edition, tryna put my family into new divisions. They don't know who's sitting on them, who the pigeon. Niggas can't see me, homie, screw your vision. Gonna eat thing I'm hunting, always new the mission. If you can't cook, baby girl, who will listen? The way to my bedroom is right through the kitchen. Piece of it'll look like a white chick when mixing. Cause I wanna come up, someone, people should blunt us. Cause cops out here tryna just run up. Girls getting done up, hair and they bun up. Having some fun up until the new sun up. I have no father, so no one can stun us. Officer, you won't hear no word here from us unless you Steve Austin. No one can stun us, I put that on everything like it's hummus. Hey, I am the kid with the truth. Where my family came from, we ran from the troops. You won't tell Ogo that I think she cute, but you just hating cause I ain't looking at you. Can't hit on all of them, not apologizing. There's some hate in the air like it's collagen. And you lucky I carry the Benadryl. And your shit is not real, bitch, it's Benadryl. Like a black and decker, black as ever the kid. Ask Electra, getting that from the chicks. Acting up and acting negligent. Fashion most on some respect for the kid. Doing numbers like an integer. Austin, Texas, and I'm still rocking winter. For goal on my right, I'm thinking named Keisha. Goal on my left, I'm thinking named Jennifer. Whoa, ain't no sense in segregating. Ain't no sense in voting elect to Satan. Then again, y'all not trying to hear our knowledge. To tell the booties others we get to shaking. Shabani the regal. Folks from the jungle came here on the boats and got here as illegals. Some got deported, some could afford to move forward and live in these states as an equal. This is my never let go your soul, never let go your goal.
This is my people.
Trying to get total control, but can you let go of the toll?
This is my people.
Looks like the damage is done, so give me a hand on the rum.
This is my people.
And if I do get shot by a cop, let's hope they mishandle the gun. Like,
This is my people.
never let go your soul, never let go your goal.
This is my people.
Trying to get total control, but can you let go of the toll?
This is my people.
Looks like the damage is done, so give me a hand on the rum.
This is my people.
And if I do get shot by a cop, let's my people's the ones who told me life's a movie and homie you don't get no sequels and back actors die in the first scene. That's you Danny Glover cause life is too lethal. I'm not saying you sweet though. How are we supposed to do good if we chasing the root of all evil? How are we supposed to see peace in the hood if the doves getting shot by a few desert eagles? Shit from the birds, kiss from the birds. Suicidal man and shit is absurd. People lying like this shit is preferred. Read your Bible man and pick out the verse. Tell us the truth, tell us the truth. I won't believe till you show us the proof. Seeing my brothers, shooting my brothers while brothers get shot by the boys in the blue light. Do the vision, multiply all that I got is my mission. I am not the type to go through the kissing of any ass unless you talking to vixen. Need a new house, a new toilet to piss in. When I was young, yeah, we toyed with evictions. Now I get paid just for forcing opinions. Show me respect, bitches, show me my millions. We winning, we getting the women we getting. Trinidad and the Dominican can hit them. Want a medallion with diamonds all in them, but don't know them diamonds was minded by children. There I go out and get wifey a stone. I will move mine for that shit on my own. Become an assassin, take them back Africa. They don't love us, so I'm taking us home. This is my never let go your soul, never let go your goal.
This is my people.
Trying to get total control, but can you let go of the toe?
This is my people.
Looks like the damage is done, so give me a hand on the rum.
This is my people.
And if I do get shot by a copper, let's hope they mishandle the gun. Like,
This is my people.
never let go your soul, never let go your goal.
This is my people.
Trying to get total control, but can you let go of the toe?
This is my people.
Looks like the damage is done, so give me a hand on the rum.
This is my
And
people.
if I do get shot by a copper, let's hope they mishandle the gun. Like, whoa. Alright, man, how we feeling out there? That's one of my personal favorites. I see you, Noe. Samantha was good. Carl in the building. Brett Byrne, I see you. Yeah. It's a little warm in here, but I'm liking it. Get a nice little workout. So we're gonna slow it down now. My, 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 my. Yeah, change the lights up. How can I, how can I, how can I, can we turn up Bree's vocals a little bit on this? How can I, 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 how can I be the one to trust your lies, trust your lies? We went way back in mid-July, and by the winter season, girl, you had me wondering why. You tell me, baby, how can I be the one to trust your lies, trust your lies? We went way back in mid-July. Can we turn down the back vocals a little bit? I need to socialize. I'm trying to keep them focused eyes. I'm hoping I can get feelings that is slow to die. I'm supposed to fly to a place where you will not be close to eye. I've been trying to get my space. You look away, I ain't trying to see your face. On the escape, on that in and out of state shit. Meet me at the gate shit. You ain't gotta say shit. Miss me with that fake shit. These days I don't feel good. These days I don't feel shit, which is good. Cause I don't need to heal this. I got whole scars, no stitches. You can only go so far with these hoes. No offense, but your offense. Your love was just so pretend. Drunk in love. I've been living sober since not a sip. My whole life I've been thinking that I'm not a simp. I broke hearts, now I'm not exempt. Tell me, baby, how can I be the one to trust your lies?
Trust your lies. We met way back in mid-July, and by the winter season, girl, you had me wondering why.
Can you tell me, baby, how can I? Can we get purple lights?
Trust your lies. Trust your lies. We met way back in mid-July,
and by the winter season, girl, you had me wondering why. Can you tell me, baby, how can I? 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 Resist. You got all my deepest feelings and my secrets. I don't wanna see this the way that she hits my heart. Girl, you still in every single thought that I start. Never in my mind thought that would hurt me this hard. I hope that on my mind I left what you had left on mine. Cause what you left is like a sign, and I hope I left my mark. Sweet miseries, when I think of memories, how peace will I ever be? It's a mystery. It goes up, this is a past, it's a history. In future dreams, will you visit me? Tell me, baby, how can I be the one to trust your lies? Trust your lies. We met way back in mid-July, and by the winter season, girl, you had me wondering why. Can you tell me, baby, how can I?
How can I?
How can I? How can I?
How can I?
How can I? How can I?
How can I?
How can I?
How can I?
How can I?
How can I?
How can I?
How can I?
How can I?
How can I?
How can I? How can I?
How can
How can I? That's good. Yeah. That sounded good. All right, man. How y'all feeling out there? I'm seeing a lot of people coming in. Marie, what's good? Dami, I see you, player.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I said, man, we're going to touch on a lot of subjects today. But sometimes it's not so rigid. Sometimes it's just a random stream of consciousness. And I don't know. Let's just listen, I guess. Yeah. Still getting frisked by TSA agents. My black don't crack. My mind stay Asian. My wine stay Asian. My mind stay patient. No longer am a slave to my temptations. Credit scoring from D to AA rating. So we went overseas on great vacations. She said she wait over me, but still stay waiting. Like that you text around 2, 3 a.m. But it ain't coming. I done changed up, clean my stains up. You can never blame us if I address you like a stranger. Cause I'm good, I really can't complain much. Coming from an artist, I don't like the way they paint us. That paintbrush is an instrument of danger. They can draw whatever they like and say it's true. Like a color paint whatever in white and say it's blue. But don't you change my hue. If I come before you, don't you change my cue. Cause that might just be the order of things. Y'all buy into bullshit like it's affordable things. What? Lying is expensive, fam. All this melanin, this is an expensive tan that these white girls pay for, tanning beds lay for. Somehow it's us that the whole world hates more, but still very proud of my identity. Shout out to my brothers posted where they shot up Kennedy. Cops posting and make guns like it's 10 of me, but it's only one. But some of y'all do pretend to be. I'm high up as the tenors, being on that note, trying to touch that legal tender B. It's all I hope, that's all I wrote. That's all I know. Cause I was close shotting. Catch me out in 5 spots, swinging. I swing like I'm trying a wide swap. Push Crown Vicks, but don't really like cops. Seats color beige like the
Sisters with white pops, I'm
close trotting. Catch me out in 5 spots, swinging. I swing like I'm trying a wide swap. Push Crown Vicks, but don't really like cops. Seats color beige like the sisters with white pops. I'm close trotting. Catch me out in 5 spots,
swinging. I swing like I'm trying to wipe swap. Push Crown Vicks, but don't really like cops. Seats color beige, seats color beige.
I told my brother dream of regime changes, need to clean things for brothers who never seen changes, never seen hope, climb but never seen rope. So we need boats that find a way to stream strokes, cause we need to swim out to seek redemption like Shawshank through bullshit we need to mention. I'm trying to free men like Morgan. It's all about the cast and my bones is forming. I've seen informants and too many snakes that's swarming. I've seen crooked troops that's storming, that if you give them cash and their guns lay dormant. The dollars or the euros or the sums important enough. And I was glow trotting. Catch me out in 5 spots, swinging. I swing like I'm trying a wide swap. Push down Vicks,
but I don't really like cops. Seats color beige like the sisters with white pops. I'm glow trotting. Catch me out in 5 spots, swinging.
I swing like I'm trying a wide swap. Push down Vicks, but
don't really like cops.
Seats color beige, seats
color beige.
I'm gonna tell y'all a really quick story, but not in rhyme form this time. So it's a true story. I was in this town. Some of y'all that are watching are familiar with the town. The name of the city is New Braunfels. And they used to have this event called Worst Fest. So I went to Texas State, so they used to bring buses from Texas State down to New Braunfels. You turn up and it sends you back. So I was sitting there waiting for my bus in New Braunfels to take me back. And I'm standing there on the sidewalk and I can see my bus in that distance and there's another bus right in front of me. I'm just sitting there waiting for the rest of us to get on the bus. And all of a sudden, this girl, this white woman, just to add to the story, just to be descriptive, she's like, hey, this is not your bus. You need to get away from our bus. And I'm like, I mean, excuse me, my bad. I'm just standing here waiting for the buses to go. I'm just saying, this is not your bus. You need to step back from our bus. There's enough people on this bus. So I'm like, listen, man, you don't own the sidewalk. I'm just standing here. Can I stand here? So then another dude, part of the posse, is like, look, bro, we don't want no problems. We just have enough people on this bus and you can't get on this bus. I'm like, yo, I'm not the one starting the problem. I'm standing here. My bus is here. Let me chill, you know what I'm saying? So then somebody else comes and says, hey, man, you're just making it a thing. And now it's like 5 people and myself. And now I'm upset. I'm like, listen, you can't tell me where to stand. The bus is not leaving. My bus is here. Relax. Then a good friend of mine, Carlton, another young black man, is standing next to me. He's like, David, man, just don't worry about it. Let's just walk away. I'm like, no, they can't tell us where to stand. You can't let them tell us where to move. And I shit you not. Out of the blue, 4 cops come out, guns out, flashlights, on the fucking ground, on the floor, now. Me and Carlton on the floor. They come up to us, guns to the face. One had a mace in the face. The other dude had the flashlight. It's just me and Carlton. The other group is chilling. The dude comes up to me and says, is this gonna be a problem or are you gonna behave? And I'm like, look, man, I'm not trying to die tonight. Hands behind my back, I'm like, you know what, whatever. And I've told this story a few times to people and they're always like, damn, I can't believe that happened to you. That's wild, that's crazy. This, whoop-de-whoop. And I'm like, that's not even the first time a cop pulled a gun out on me. And that's a true story. Okay, so we still telling stories. This is a quick story about the move of the immigrant into this country. For some of us, for some. And I don't know, just listen. Yeah. First generations degenerates, let them hate us. The generous never gave us just tenements that we laid in. So we elevated on up like Jefferson Jettison, though some never made it. Guess the dream is overrated. Or what the fuck is it? We never named it. Came in from the jungle, and our mains, they told us to tame him. And our names, they said we must change them. Force assimilation in the nation, that's why I never blame them. Young newcomers becomers of crew gunners, trying to get dumb rich, watching them go do dumber. Had him in the detention center for 2 summers. Think about the conditions the homie grew under. Some of my countrymen really taking trains from Brazil through the Chilean mountain range. Every language you heard on the caboose, it sounded strange. Stuck inside containers with his heart containing pain. Let's get to the border, hoping we can get it sorted. You threw him in the cell, the prison and meeting quota. He felt like V.A. Bell, turns out that La Vida Loca. And that man, he never woke up. I choked up when he had told us, so how can I complain? Although I still get detained. As soon as I step out the plane, they always got a problem with my name. Kasumbi Nyembo Shabani, it's too hard to explain. Some of my brothers came and got money. Don't say that we talk funny. Educated dudes, quick to pop dummies. The wisdom you brought for me monetized, never really modified, just to shine when the days is not sunny. Let me change the forecast, switching up the climate. Rainforests in the snow feels like confinement, but we was trying to find it. What is that? Somewhere where the hope is at. Come to find out somebody lying. You fucking with a lion. Please excuse my pride. Came up from no shoes to tie to some fitted suits and ties. We didn't ever choose to die, but got killed for it. Blood, sweat was spilled for it. Mine is setback, but we still for it. Now we back at the top of the pyramids, and we built them shits. Though they ain't really hearing it. They gon' hear us from the top now, nigga, period. Fucking us with comments, no more sentences. I'm serious, delirious, yeah. All right, let's slow it back down, y'all. We got somebody in here from the UK. What's good? Alan, I see you, dog.
Hey, y'all.
Anjad, I see you. Aye. Black skin, black African. White napkins, wipe my fat lips. Wide nose and white hoes, get my cock grip. Top lip, get perked up, now that's a thought lift. Aw shit, she blew me right by where the cops sit. She know my monster go deep, now that's a Loch Ness. Not lost, walk where we violent as a mosh pit. Aw shit, bodies dropping like it's Auschwitz till God's pissed. Cautious, that's where we all live. US, that's where you go to see that true death. City sin like Las Vegas, nigga, you bet. Pumped up kids running away from 2 texts. Fossil what? People, they're homeless on the cool steps. No homes, best no ceilings with the roof off. Role models is rapping, niggas who ball. Niggas really will take your wig off like they RuPaul. And if I drag a race, it's only cause that shit's the truth, y'all. Cops kill and ask each other, tell me whose fault. Getting shitted on, my nigga, tell me who stalled. Whose urinal, funerals, numero 2. Reason why kiddos will and the bosses let it happen, and the masses hated rapping till the white kids got addicted, and the bosses started trapping, selling niggas to the public like the auctions. They won't listen to it unless it's coming out of us, kid. Aw shit, bosses let it happen, and the masses hated rapping till the white kids got addicted, and the bosses started trapping, selling niggas like the auctions. They won't listen to you, brother. Yeah. An hour later, my fam comes from alligators. I'm talking about crocodiles in the river salivating. I'm talking about snakes that see you when they got the hating. Raspy out here calculating what's the number highly rated. Will I sell my whole soul? Tell me then how much you paying. Niggas roll they dice, lose they life. It ain't that much they land. That's why me, I'm spitting pain. I'm just playing, not just saying. Keep that same energy. Mine is on that super sane. She attacking other titans and the giants with no CTE. Y'all cooning for Grammys, but don't show up for the BETs. Guess that's just a bet. then chocolate the flesh and get stick the nines like they 4F for freshmen. Yes, men, no nose raw, and just know nothing beyond rose gold pearl. So let me hold something. I'm talking fold something so I can throw it to these Zuby up on the poles, pumping and tell them that the bosses let it happen. And the masses hated rapping till the white kids got addicted. And the bosses started trapping, selling niggas to the public like the auctions. They won't listen to you unless it's coming out of Ox Kid. Aw shit, bosses let it happen. And the masses hated rapping till the white kids got addicted. And the bosses started trapping, selling niggas to the public like the auctions. They won't listen to you unless it's coming out of Ox Kid. Aw shit. An hour later, my van comes from alligators. I'm talking about crocodiles in a river salivating. I am. Sandy, what's good? I see you. Yeah. And the bosses let it happen. And the bosses hated rapping till the white kids got addicted. And the bosses started trapping, selling to the public like the auctions. They won't listen to it unless it's coming out of Ox Kid. Aw shit. Huh. Hey. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Alright. Levitate. Let me hesitate. I gotta elevate. My vocals sound good. We not no law-abiding citizens, we immigrants. They having trouble trying to fit us in. My medicine is Coors Light and some venison, cause I don't want beef. My brother, I am innocent, about as innocent as George M. Zimmerman or O.J. Simpson is my only fishing is to get fucked up like the judicial system is my system. Hits I'm turning up them and fuck your sentiments. Fucking with these feminine females, they need to censor it. My temper is shorter than smokers' memory. Even if I never hit, trust me, I'm a bust. I'm a bull like Johnny Depp and that Penelope. I want Penelope's butt like my skies is vanilla. Cruising like Tom as I ride, let me fill up, get your skills up. My skills still sizzling like skillets. And Big Tuck taught me that this city is the realest. And it's nothing, I know it's nothing. I got everything I need, so I don't want nothing. It's all about nothing. Cause I don't want nothing. From you, you see it's nothing. I know it's nothing. I got everything I need, so I don't want nothing. The song's about nothing. Cause I don't want nothing. Hey, Snatcher, girl like King Kong gorilla. She came up on time like Cinderella. I'm more into the princess and the frog type. The type of girl that can't come pick it with my dog type. And we can chill and watch that Netflix, baby, all night. I ain't got no membership, so we can use yours, right? Or Redbox on my roommate's Xbox. Promise that the sex hot her and I used to text lots. She gave me head like red dots and practice Karma Sutra. So now she like a Hindu. I let her legs a lot. Do you love me? I guess not. Cause now she out the door. My brother says you best not bring home another one. I told him, bro, I promise being honest. The next girl I bring to mamas will be a mix with Jennifer Lopez and Michelle Obama. And if we see a lot of drama coming out our way, I tell her, yo, we on the stairway. Cause baby girl, it's nothing. I know it's nothing. I got everything I need, so I don't want nothing. The song's about nothing. Cause I don't want nothing. Naliguer louco suscité de rien, because it's
I know it's nothing. I got everything I need, so I don't want nothing. Oh, I don't want nothing from you. It's nothing. I got everything I need, so I don't want nothing. Song's about nothing. Ooh, 'cause I don't want nothing from you.
Leave me alone, you can leave me alone, yeah.
You can leave me alone.
Tanti Marie-José, omoni na solo balingala. Oyo kinga?
No.
Yeah. My auntie logged in from Manchester. I see you. Yeah. Like I said, man, we're gonna talk about a lot of things today. Love, hate, race, and love heartbreaks. And all the good stuff, you know what I'm talking about? People wanna hear words. My brother told me don't deter. You got a good girl, don't leave her. She said she did some hoe shit, but you the one who hold me first. She deserve a second win. 1, 2, 3, third time's a charm. I didn't even mean no harm, no foul. Sure as we know karma came, hit me like a Devo arm. Guess I needed my ego calm. In this world we can touch what? 63 hoes, huh? And your girl can get one and now it's equal, huh? But some dude walk around like a joke. Is emasculating as someone who cut choke. So I tried to escape, had to test fate. Break my heart sheet, smash my chest plate. Niggas ain't concerned by your stern, they won't leave but what you earn. And I'm coming with that cern. Nobody trying to hear the gospel of the heartbroken. Nobody told you to go out and get your heart open. We only worry about the people out here hard working. Praying to God he wake up with his car working. Cause he ain't got the bus fare, just enough there. So he can get his ass to work and he can cut hair. And maybe pay the bills if enough's there. Get his daughter's phone, then we all square. I was thinking, my
heart is broken. I've been hoping I could open up to you. My heart is broken. I've been hoping I could open up.
Yeah. I was trying to touch their souls, but ain't much there. Everybody's sold there, so some bucks spare. I guess we need that shit to survive. So who are you to try to check unless you're trying to cut hairs? I've been fucking slush bear. I didn't care with the shit, so when you get back with that, I might marry the chick. So fuck I'ma do if I get the rebound pregnant. We not getting it. Find a plan B, might get it. A plan C. I guess that's an abortion clinic. Am I immoral? If I can support, I'm kidding, is how I lied. When I brought up the thought, if the kid comes, he'll be brought up with pops, or am I gonna be a weekend dad? Saw pictures of pops, told my mama we ain't that. But I guess heartbreak brought me to the same spot. This apple ain't far, some apple just ain't dropped. It's the same dude, can't be tamed dude. That snap if your chick go entertain dudes. Meanwhile, phone be blessed with more. Was in that red suit wearing candy cane dude. Can I reign like the deer though? And if so, I need my queen to be near yo. So can I go ahead and put this shit behind the stall over like I hit rewinder until my baby, my heart is broken.
I've been hoping I could open up to you. My heart is broken. I've been hoping I could open up to you.
I've been hoping. What's up, Scott? I see you. Open up.
Thank you for the donation.
Shout out to everyone that's making donations. I really appreciate it. Like we said, a lot of all these funds are going to the Austin Justice Coalition, and I'm seeing a lot of activism happening these days, and I think it's super dope. You know what I'm saying?
It's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? But one of the big issues is that everyone has to take physical action. And that doesn't mean we all have to be on the streets, but it does mean that wherever you got the resources, make it happen. You know what I'm saying? If we need to donate here, or if we need to sign a petition here, we do need to make real action. And that's how change happens. Change does happen. You know, if we look at the history of this country and this world, things do change. And I think with this moment that's happening, let's take positive action. And one of those actions you can take today is donate to the Austin Justice Coalition. We can all make a difference. What's next? Okay, let's do, we got a couple more for y'all. Appreciate y'all being with us, chilling and donating. And let's just get to the next one. All right. Yeah. All right. Kinshasa, Kitoko, and Sengo. Can I take you back to my homeland? Off of the Congolese River we live in, I'll give you a ring and proposing. But my plans are frozen, you're no longer chosen. So you've been exposed, it just goes to show that you never do know when. Follow me, follow me, follow me. I would've gave you a family. What you did to girl, there is no remedy. How did my become my last enemy? Telling me this, telling me lies while you held on me wrist. While you telling me why, while you held on to this. While you letting it die, I was planning to live. This is with disguise. Can you tell me where we've gone? Can you tell me how? Used to tell me that you love me long. But can you tell me now? I guess maybe that I read you wrong. Cause all your words are foul. You was blind, you Hollywood, I'm blind to it. I'm calling mentirosa, 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 mentirosa. Dis-moi, 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 c'est quoi ta raison? J'ai fait 6 mois, 6 mois, 6 mois sans toi en maison. Et tu m'as bien manqué, j'ai eu mal à ma santé. Je veux comprendre, je te demande c'est quoi tes pensées. J'étais prêt à te donner le monde, je jure, je suis pas parfait. Ma tête des fois est un peu dure, mais c'est assez. C'est assez, mon corps cassé, c'est cassé car t'as craché. Sur mon nom, je t'ai lâché, mentirosa, 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 sa mentirosa, sa mentirosa, mentirosa. Mentirosa, 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 sa mentirosa, sa mentirosa. My namisu, asana my namisu na yeah, my namisu, asana my namisu na yeah, my namisu, asana my namisu na yeah, my namisu. Asana maina misuna yeah, namisu. Asana maina misuna yeah, kosa ngai, kosa, kosa biso, kosa, kosa ngai, asana maina misuna yeah, kosa ngai, asana maina mentirosa, 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 mentirosa. Mentirosa, mentirosa, sa mentirosa, sa mentirosa. Tell me where we've gone. Mentirosa, mentirosa. Tell me where we've gone. Mentirosa, mentirosa. Tell me where we've gone. Mentirosa, used to tell me that you love me long. Tell me now, mentirosa. All right. So before we get to the last joint, this is our last song, y'all. By the way, that song is called Mentirosa. What you heard was a little bit Lingala. That's the music, the language we speak in Congo. One of the languages. Again, my name is David Shabani. This is Bree, DJ IQ. You can find all my music on, you gotta loop it again. You can find all my music on Spotify, IFeelGoodRightNow.com. But everything is on Spotify under my name, David Shabani. Real name, no gimmicks. I really appreciate everybody coming out tonight, donating. Keep donating, please. All right, so let's keep playing some songs. Like Joelle said, my Namisu, just to break it down, y'all, that means she's got tears in her eyes. So the song is saying pretty much about crocodile tears. But let's get to this one now. The shoe best out of me, got apathy inside of me. Immunity between the you and me is how it has to be. See, but this is out of me. Obviously, please don't bother. Don't follow and do not holler. Don't call it. We ain't gotta be close. Stay in touch. Now we used to touch plenty while you talking much. Now when you used to hush, plenty used to rush. I don't think I knew enough, if any, who to trust. Try to find out who to cut. It's plenty. I don't fuss it. I'm just trying to touch chicks. Not named you. I've been living very loveless, love lost. locked down, heart breaks on these 808s. Pray for my demons in exchange, got the halo fade. Rise up, you did not surprise us. My sisters told me don't trust that and keep your eyes up. My brothers told me, I guess she think, but she ain't right though. Don't believe the hype, yo, you know you very tight. Oh, you right, oh, you ain't gotta say what you about to say. My life is a place where you ain't about to stay. Vacate the place, please. Hate fakes who say these lies to you with a straight face. So
Cry me a river. Cry me a river, yeah. Cry me a
turn her vocals up a little bit. You the type to project insecurities at me. Immaturity no longer a concern to me. At least I'm gone. You do not belong. Short story short, you just wanted something long. I don't need to fix this. I ain't trying to listen. I'ma keep my pride, and you can keep your distance. You can keep the lies beneath all the kissing. Silver tongue smooth, got me swimming in your shit, bitch. Now this shit is shipwrecked, shipwrecked. Fell in love, what a misstep. I guess you could say I'm tripping. Head over heels, she caught me slipping. Gave top, I put my tip in. Can't top her top of living in this life of sin. Needed me the type of women who really had me grinning. A newly type of feeling for me. I'm the villain who me. How you figure it's you? Always fit an excuse. Always giving. You ain't gotta say what you about to say. My life is a place where you ain't about to stay. Vacate the place, please. Hate fakes who say these lies to you with a straight face. So
Cry me a river. Cry me a river, yeah. Cry me a river. Cry me a river, yeah, yeah. Cry me a river.
cry me a river and swim in that bitch upstream. I've given enough steam. Now the boat is stuck seams. Now we need a cut seams while us dreams won't fuse in our children, since this is just dreams. I live for such things. I missed it, but when you sniffing stuff and you sipping up scenes, we fist the cup and you quick to cuss about some shit or what? What made this bitch erupt?
You don't have to say what you did. I already know. I found out from him. Now there's just no chance with you and me. There'll never be. Wanna make you sad about it. Cry me a river, yeah, yeah. Cry me a river. Cry me a river, yeah. Cry me a river. Cry me a river, yeah, yeah. Cry me a river. Cry me a river, yeah, yeah, yeah. Cry me, cry me. 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 Cry me, cry me.
Again, thank you very much to Safehouse, to Bree, DJ IQ, my boy Gabe's in here taking photographs. Thank you to everybody coming in that donated and the ones that didn't too. People logging in from Toronto, Austin, Dallas, Arizona, UK, Paris.
I'm not going public, guys.
Everybody, shout out to Ian, I see
Never
you.
mind, I think I will.
My name is David Shabani. Find my music on Spotify and IFeelGoodRightNow.com. Stay blessed and Black Lives Matter. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tell me what you love about me. Even though I might already know. You might say you love my story. I don't think you know how the story goes. Southside Paris, northern side, inshallah, inshallah. Couldn't see me if you tried. Your mirage, yeah, I come from many sides. Still it's Texas till I die. I heard coppers trying to touch me, tell them maybe when they fry. Giuliano showing out them tool makes you a stoolie. I know fools be on them pills and do be high as tunes to two sopranos, Talianos. I grew beside, knew me as Mooley. I know nigga knows while their sisters pose and send me nudies. I know coppers who gave me the talk. You want your life or not? I knew bikers ride around the block who came from Nagasaki. I will not be one to break the code. I'm Mr. Amurabi. And if they got me like I'm God, Bugatti. I'm a fleet of Abu Dhabi, the illegal alien for about a decade. I was ducking, if they caught me, they would send me where them guns is never tucking. I ain't fucking around like a loyal husband. Listen, trust him, listen up. See military bustin', sounding like percussion. I was out here with my cousins when them trigger things was touching. That's why I ain't never fussin'. When a copper fuck is cussin' at me, come attack me, coming fast. Some money, bags of some attraction. Mans ain't fresh, and more soft. I'm an upperclassman. Southside Paris, northern side. Inshallah, inshallah. Couldn't see me if you try. I'm mirage, I'm mirage. Yeah, I come from many sides. Still it's Texas till I die. I heard coppers trying to touch me. Tell them maybe when they fly. See, I can't fuck with the swine. Give me salad on the side. If it's chicken, keep it grillin'. Let the competition fry. No one will remember any of you when you die. Signing data, young Shabani, that we know other guys. I know who they really are, fuck who they pretend to be. I can smell the scent of all your venom and your tendencies. All shit can't be remedied. All y'all can't be kidding me, hindering me not. I'm finna deliver the plot I meant to see to my men and me. Hoping that you know it like a melody. Holding to my scrotum cause they heavily got women out in Beverly. These hills got eyes and they bloodshot red. These females got high. Worth the Hillary Banks, not the Clinton, not the Rodham. If I caught her out with William, I would rob and take the funds out to the desert where they sever, where they bombing. If they got tickets and bought them, then come over. It's a problem. We from Gotham with no dark night to wash over. Man, it's rotten. When most are nights, we not sober to my coffin. I hope y'all right. I going that I'ma leave the globe without my soul stolen. Thinking Southside Paris, northern side. Inshallah, inshallah. Couldn't see me if you try. I'm mirage, I'm mirage. Yeah, I come from many sides. Still it's Texas till I die. I heard coppers trying to touch me, tell them maybe when they fly. See, I can't fuck with the swine, give me salad on the side. If it's chicken, keep it grillin', let the competition fry. No one will remember any of you when you die. Signing data, young Shabani, that we know other guys. Tell me what you love about me, even though I might already know. You might say you love my story, I don't think you know how the story goes. Southside Paris, northern side. Inshallah, inshallah. Couldn't see me if you tried. You're mirage, you're mirage. Yeah, I come from many sides. Still it's Texas till I die. I heard coppers trying to touch me. Tell them maybe when they fly. She on a Hamilton to Dallas. Dallas kinda awesome. Feeling good, feeling awesome. From Montreal to Hamilton. Hamilton to Dallas. Dallas kinda awesome. Citizen of the globe, got diligence in my nose. I'm Dillinger, I'm the villain, you feeling it, yeah I know. Minister my commencer, the wisdom is how to grow. Niggas ain't get the lesson, they listening to these hoes. Women who like to show their asses on Instagram, then act as if they don't know why assholes become they man. Don't you know they only plan is getting them underpants? Now you stuck in catching feelings excessively like a stand. But this life is not no video, prettier where them titties go. Really though it's a pity, pretty ladies with shitty bros. Hold up, I'm not no hater like most who talk about his ego. I may know way better, I smoke and drink till I'm dizzy. So who the fuck don't give a fuck? Who's in cup? I need enough. No, because I seen enough. What up, Scotty? Beat me up. I'm out of this world and currently out of whiskey. Different crown when I need me some Southern Comfrey here from Dixie. I'm a young black radical alcoholic and addict who's after all it and addict. Cause after all y'all are average, I might be called Randy Savage, might be called Johnny Cash, and I might be real good at rapping and grabbing and smacking asses. I'm in Fort Knox with 4 Glocks. I'm looking for stashes of the government cashes, cause it seems like it's everlasting. I say I send the brokers to college and not ball, but I'd rather send an NBA team to Montreal. Damn, I left long time ago, man, I'm a stranger now. If I went back through the projects, I would be in danger now. Seemingly all the good women becoming endangered. How they all go bad after y'all spoil them and bang them out. Wow, call Peter and tell her I need a baker. With no bread, I do not know how I feed her. So when I get my money right and go west, my women best have more ass and more breasts. To you sorry niggas, I don't believe in apologies. Identity crisis, I'm acting ignorantly, scholarly, preposterous, impoverished. Think I might go rob the rich. Spend it on the studio and a go with sexy soccer hits. Raging like a flock of hit. Talking shots of vodka quick. No chaser, like I'm running, but the copper quick. Scotch and chips, hard to sit. I got lots of rocks in it, and I got lots and lots of chips. I'm lying, I ain't got the shit. Tryna maybe find her, maybe wanna, maybe Donna. She told me no, so rest in peace to Amy Winehouse. I'm a damager for amateurs. My thoughts are dark as Anakin. I'm a skywalker to the moon. I smoking, then again drinking Guinness. I've been against fire than a pelican. Waiting for the day for power to be the man again. Switch her house, kicked her out 'cause she ain't talking in the mouth. And you cannot control me. The remote somewhere within the couch. Montreal to Hamilton, Hamilton to Dallas, Dallas down to Austin. Feeling good, feeling awesome. Went from Montreal to Hamilton, Hamilton to Dallas, Dallas down to Austin. Feeling good, feeling awesome, yeah.
Eyes on horizon, got home out in Zion. Don't look now, we flying, we flying, we flying. I made a diamonds, I'm so done with trying. Just do it, we done it, the new way been coming. I spend my time on it, spend my mind on it. I spend my time on it, I'm in my prime on it. They put a fine on it, I spend my time on it, I spend my time. Can't spend no time on it, can't spend no mind on it. Can't spend no time on it, I'm in my prime on it. They put a fine on it, can't spend no time on it. Can't spend no time on it, can't spend no time. Can't spend no time on it, can't spend no mind on it. I'm in my prime on it, they put a fine on it. Can't spend no time on it, can't spend no time on it. Can't spend no time on it, can't spend no time.
Yeah. That's some unreleased material. Track called Spin. Hey, I see y'all. Charming, boy.
Hey, Safehouse. Let's go. All I know is the streets, my people, 'cause that's all I see. What you expect? When it's been a few years since the boss man done cut you a check, so now it's back to the block. We gon' take it. Ain't too far to this Lone Star gon' take us. Baby, we gon' make it. Yeah.
What's up, Vanessa?
3, 2,
Laura, if you're still watching from Arkansas.
All right, we are back, everybody. Hey, y'all really turned out here tonight. Brooke, James, Maya, Allison, Vanessa, Mark, Sandy, Scott, whether you're fans of the show or you're here specifically just to see David tonight and support Austin Justice Coalition, thank you so much for everybody that donated. We are right around, let me just pull this up real quick as I was getting these through Venmo. We are at, I don't want to misspeak. I misspoke earlier about that. We've worked with a few charities over the last 2 months. So I apologize to Austin Justice Coalition for misspeaking at the top of the show. But here we are now, $305 going towards the Austin Justice Coalition. So thank you, everybody, for donating, for supporting David, for supporting the Safehouse channel and the Austin music community here live tonight on the Safehouse channel. David Shabani.
Was good, man. I was just saying, $300 is a lot of money. I didn't expect that much, so that's pretty dope.
That's great.
Makes me really happy.
Yeah, and so we've got that going, Austin Justice Coalition. How are you holding up throughout one of the most interesting, difficult, challenging summers that I've ever lived through? How's it been for you? I know we had to reschedule a few times.
Yeah, so I mean, I will say from my personal experiences, of course, there's been a few inconveniences, but personally, it hasn't been terrible. I've been staying at home. I've kept like a group of maybe 5 to 10 everyday people, sort of every week people. So I'm not completely alone. I will say that. The one thing is my brother had a baby early, I guess in May, and I couldn't go back to see him because I didn't want to do all of that, social distancing. I don't want to
Sure.
get too close and all that. And he's in Dallas, so that was kind of a bummer, I guess. But besides that, I mean, thankfully I've been just at home. I have a day job, and I've been able to do that from home. So I've been working on music. I guess I'm indoor all day, and so I will say my point I'm making is that a lot of people have had it much worse. Some people have been losing jobs. Some people have gotten real sick. Some people got sick, but some people gotten really sick where it's scary. You know what I'm saying? So I would just say that personally I'm thankful because I think it could have been way worse for a lot of people. But it is starting to take a toll on my mind, kind of not seeing the same people every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Sure.
I'm kind of tired of you. Like I want to see, I want to get out some more. But considering everything, man, honestly, I've been kind of thankful. I'll say more than anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's, from what I know about you, you travel a lot, so I imagine this is something that you're not really used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will say I'm outside of my house and apartment and outside of my city a lot. So I was planning on being in Congo this probably today, honestly, this month, and so that's weird. Kind of canceling a bunch of trips. But I mean that's fine. Congo will still be there. I'll still go back. But it is weird being stuck down in one place for this long because I think it's been about 6 months now, and no movement. So it feels different. Things do feel different, and the way I'm doing things is different every day now. But I mean, I don't know. I personally, I've been seeing a lot of everyone has a point of view on this, but me personally, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think that this kind of social, racial revolution that's kind of happening has drowned the coronavirus stay-at-home type thing for me mentally. I feel like that's been the forefront of the news of my mind more than the world lockdown. And so, I mean, that's what I think personally.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting with you traveling as much as you do. I'm curious about what your thoughts are on all of these different sort of worldviews that you've experienced as in your travels, in regards to what is happening with Black Lives Matter and what is happening with the coronavirus. Like, how do your collaborators and peers and friends and family see what's going on in Austin internationally? What are you talking with a lot of people about that?
Yeah, so just to give a quick backstory, I was born in France, in Paris, and my family is from Congo. And so my mother left when she was with child and left from the Congo to Paris. I was born there, and then when I was a very small baby, we moved to Montreal. I lived there for some time, moved down to Dallas, Texas. Then I went back and lived in Toronto for about 2 years, and then back down to Dallas. So that's why I have a lot of family, a lot of different places. And also being from a developing country, or how you call it, one of the countries in the global south.
Sure.
A lot of people there immigrate to a lot of different places. So that's why I still have family. And you see me shouting at people in the UK
Right.
and in Belgium and whatnot. And so yes, I do feel the point of view of a lot of different people from outside the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And something that hits me all the time is I wish a lot of Americans that were kind of oblivious or refused to see or believe in the depths of racism and our healthcare system. I wish the people who really are tied down to that, sometimes I wish they could leave the country for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because I wish they could see how other people from other countries
Sure,
see us.
sure.
And I remember when, just to be full disclosure, when Obama was president, I remember on these crazy right-wing channels it would say he's put shame on our country, he's made it look a certain way or whatever, and I mean that's the rhetoric. But I'm saying today, that's real. Other people, I've seen people speak about the United States in a certain way, and now people talk about man, what's the healthcare like over there? What kind of country is this? Or man, cops just kill, and that's just that, and you know. And I mean, in
It's
places,
not normal. What we're
Yeah.
experiencing here is not normal.
And I also want to say, like, I think that there's even American liberals, they have this mentality like, oh, in Canada and in France, it's just a utopia, and in
Sure.
Germany and
They've got their own
England,
problems too.
and it's like, no, there's racism there
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
But even in France, where there's a lot of racism, they look at us and they're like, yo, I can't believe cops can just shoot indiscriminately and it's cool, you know? And so I wish, that's one thing I notice is that I can hear the American rhetoric and I hear the global rhetoric a lot, and I'm like, I wish I really paid more attention to outside of our globe, you know, outside of our bubble. I think people will open up more. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think that it's a lot of, and I'm sure you can recognize this too. A lot of other countries outside America encourages people to travel for that reason, and there are, government grants and funds that go specifically to being like, hey, you're Australian, go to Germany for the summer. Like, they encourage and they understand the value of that cultural diversity and having those sort of worldviews, but like this sort of comes down to, a broken like educational system here in the United States and funding not really going to a lot of places that it should be going, among other things. But I appreciate recognizing that, because especially recognizing that other countries do have their problems too, but not like this.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the thing. We just have to. That's the thing. We have to recognize that. I mean, that's one thing I will. Like I said, and like you mentioned, it's not like everywhere else is a utopia. I lived in Canada for a long time, so it's not like, it's just rainbows and sunshine everywhere. But the way people speak about the United States, when I leave the country and they're like, oh, you came here from Texas, you came from the States, the way people talk, like, oh, man, what's going on over there? And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. So, I mean, and I will say, I think that's one of my things about my music is I kind of have a natural conscious about, I think from different perspectives a lot, you know what I'm saying? And so I think that's why my music, there's a lot of a global aspect or a lot of storytelling from a lot of different point of views. And that's why there's like a lot of material, I think. That's why, I keep being able to write, is because thankfully I have been in a few places. And even if I haven't been in a few places, or even if I hadn't been in a few places, I've been raised with people from a few places.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been raised around people who were like first year, third year, fourth year immigrants. And, they speak this way or they speak this language and they eat this and they think this way about that. And that kind of diversity has given me a lot of material and a lot of, I guess, influence and inspiration and whatnot from music. So.
Yeah, it's daunting to people that don't get, all you got to do, you get that first taste of it and you're like, I want to get out and see more and experience more. And you realize, not you, but one might realize how little they know. And the unfortunate thing is the people that have the more confidence in them being right are the people that know less, and the people that constantly kind of doubt themselves are the people that know more. And that's sort of how I am. And I'm always going to be learning, but it's just like, that's the frustrating thing, is like, how are you so certain about this thing and so stubborn about at least trying to understand other worldviews, or at least trying to relate to people? But, I spent a lot of time like sort of reflecting and going through, reading and documentaries and stuff like that through the quarantine, and trying to figure out like, how the hell did we get here? Thanks for coming on and telling your story and sharing your experience with us. This was a fantastic performance, and you've had a lot of great turnout here tonight. I just want to do another shout out as these donations are coming in still. Allison, thank you for the donation. Everybody. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we're caught up a little bit. Yeah, we're caught up here. Allison, thank you for the donation. Teddy, I just want to knock out a few of these.
Shout out Teddy.
Cuda Barber, Marie Michelle, Shania, Scott. I don't need to go through. This is a lot. Nice, healthy list we've got here.
That's dope. Shout out
we
Scott.
are still taking donations at Venmo at Safehouse ATX and PayPal at safehouseaustin@gmail.com. And 100% of donations tonight on behalf of David and behalf of Safehouse are going to Austin Justice Coalition. So thank you, everybody, for that. Let's talk music, man. I mean, Has this gotten in the way of a lot of your plans coming off of the release of your new album?
A little bit, cause a little bit. So we released the album late 2019. So typically the way I do it, if I release it like in November, December, maybe January, I like to take some of that buzz, some of that early momentum of the listens, and only in a few months then you have March, and so then you have South by Southwest.
Sure.
So then you try to play maybe 4 or 5 shows in South by. That gives you a little bit of a buzz through the summer, at least of content and shows and show dates and all this moving on. And then when fall comes, that's when we had planned to play more shows, more out-of-state shows, and keep it going. So that's kind of like my music calendar, I guess. And so we had to take a break. As you know, for South by, we were booked here for South by.
That was where this whole we revisited this conversation. For anybody just tuning in. Just now, we are live from Austin, Texas. We just had David Shabani perform. That'll go up on the YouTube channel here later tonight. But if you dig back even deeper, you had a performance on here, I think 2017, on our Twitch channel. Yeah. So it's great having you back and hearing your story and where you are and where you're going, man. So with the album release, I imagine was this. Is it your schedule is kind of release, travel, tour, network, perform? Yeah. Is that something that you've gotten down, like you expect it to kind of operate the same every year?
Yeah, a little bit, because the thing is, I've been rapping, writing raps since I was like 10, but I started playing shows and really physically pushing out my music in college. So I used to center it around the school year. So that's why, I might have a release in fall before like Thanksgiving, in that area where kids are still on campus. And then when you come back, you have some weeks, and then you have South by. The summertime, people are moving around, and then when the next fall comes, that's when you start touring. You're playing all the shows. So that's why I've always kept kind of like the same structure.
Sure.
And so
when it gets, you develop it more every year.
Yeah, exactly.
Summer is traditionally like musicians in Austin. They take to the road,
right? And
they go out, and there is a bit of a schedule, an industry to it. And this whole thing is it's challenged all of that, man. And I'm just it's interesting to see how everybody's going to operate, because there's no look. You and I both want that to come back. Right. It's difficult to predict when it's going to come back, man. So you got to plan accordingly,
I think that's the biggest deal. I mean, of course, no one knows, so I'm not trying to sound like I'm crazy, but if there was some kind of fortune teller that was like, all right, November is when the world is back, then it'd be cool to be like, okay, so now I know we can start booking December, we can start booking the shows, couple singles, music videos by then. But that's what's weird is we don't know, the super companies don't know. The NFL doesn't even know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like the NFL, the college football doesn't know. We live in Austin, so UT football is, the face of the city, and they don't even know. So how can indie artists know? Even the big label artists, Sony doesn't know, Right. So that's what's weird is that, like, it's hard. Like, you ask me, how do I plan? And I have a very rigid structure of how I plan, the music schedule. And we don't even know. We don't know what to do. So it's like that for a lot of people. I work for I have a day job, and the company I work for, they're a huge company, and they always change the dates. So like, all right, this day is when we're going to come back. Actually, this date is maybe when we come back. So the uncertainty is what's killing.
Yeah, my rule of thumb is like 10 days. That's the best that I can plan for is 10 days. Anything outside of that, forget about it. It's not going to happen. Hey, everybody watching, Vanessa, Allison, Maya here. If you have any questions, if you have any questions for David, we are live right now. So by all means, send us some questions if you have any, and we will be sure to get them answered. And Matthew, actually, more donations coming in. I believe we're at $330 in donations for Austin Justice Coalition. So thank you, everybody, for your support and for your time tonight. And it's been great having you in here. So that being said, were these two performers in here, were they both on the album that you released?
Yeah, so Bree is on the album. Excuse me. Bree's on the album, I think, one song. It's called We Done.
What a wonderful voice, too.
Yeah, she's great. Bree's on the album, and we did one song, and so we were familiar somewhat. But what's crazy is that the song she did is, even though it's like a fan favorite, it wasn't one of the songs we performed. My homie Gabe is here. He's shooting a lot of different things, video and camera, and he introduced me to Bree one random day because we were in the studio, and I was like, yeah, this part, I need a female vocalist. And he was like, oh, I know somebody. And it was perfect. We didn't have to, it happened, it clicked. So that's why we've been able to keep that musical relationship. DJ IQ is big here in Austin. So I just knew of her. And so I always need a good set DJ. So I just reached out to her. And so, I mean, I will say this is the first time we all performed together. Even Bree and I, we never performed live together. And a lot of people who see me, who watched me play a few times, Grant's birthday is on Monday. That's what's up. So, hey, people like your beard, dog.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
Christina, I know. I'll let you know. You gotta holla at Jules. And so, my point I'm making is a lot of people see me play before. I play by myself a lot. I don't even often have people around me.
Do you show up just and you hand these are the files to the sound person?
Sometimes I give the sound person sometimes it's funny because I'll make the sound person the set DJ, as in like, hey, in this song I need you to pause, and on this song do this, and they're like, okay, fuck, I guess. But that's why I want to set DJ and I have to deal with that. Yeah. And then so I do, I rap. I'm mostly a rapper, but I do a little singing, you know what I'm saying? And so there are certain songs that I can sing well. I can catch a tune. I know how to I understand my range, but there's certain songs where I need a real singer's support.
Oh, for the hooks and stuff, man. She's undeniable. Exactly. That was great. Yeah.
And so that's why it saves me. It's night and day. And then anyone who's seen me live, sometimes I've played shows where I'm playing 10 songs and I can't take a break because there's no backup. Right. So I have to rap nonstop for 10 songs, and it's like you're doing the hook, the verse, the bridge, the next song, the singing part, the rap song, the ad-libs. And so sometimes when you have a little help, I need that. So what I'm trying to get to is I want to keep this ensemble for a little bit. Sure. See how far we can take that.
Definitely seems like, it felt pretty natural tonight to me. I'm sure that as the performer noticed some things that I didn't notice that I'm never going to notice because everybody's always got feedback after they perform, but my sort of gauge is how are people responding in the chat, and we had great feedback all night, and we had a lot of fans and a lot of family friends here, international. Jerome, what do you think of Francophone rap?
What do you think? What do you think? He asked. So Jerome asked, "What do you think about French rap, Francophone rap?" Same thing. What he's saying is, what do I think about French rappers? But he added Francophone raps because he's trying to say rappers who rap in French but aren't necessarily from France. That's why he switched it up like that.
Oh, interesting.
And do I like rap in French? And this is what I'll say. So if we were to say France, I will just say Paris for now because I don't know too much about rappers in Marseille or anything else. But in Paris, there is a huge rap scene that I don't think anyone is aware of, and I feel like it's only Parisians and maybe a few people from Belgium, Africans that know about it because they listen in French. There's a huge culture of rap in France that I love and that I wish more Americans were in tune with. And I think that these days I'm hearing a lot of UK rap in the United States. Like a lot of New York rappers are doing English from England type rap that was out in 2012. And then you'll hear Drake rap that style of rap a lot now. And I'm saying it's easier for Americans to catch on to that because they're rapping in English. But in French, the music is dope too. There's dope producers, there's dope rappers. But it's a little harder to sell to the global, world, the global world. I guess that's redundant, but to the globe because it's in French. And it's and just don't want to get too far on the tangent, but there's a similar thing going on with Afro beats because when I was younger, the leader in African music was Congo, which is where my family from, which is where I'm from. That was the leader of African music. you come across another African, you tell me I'm from Congo, like, oh, I love y'all's music. I love these dances. I love this artist. I love Kofi. I love Werason. You know what I'm saying? And over time, with this like globalization of music, and I'm not trying to sound like I'm a hater. I'm saying I love Nigerian music, but I'm saying that's the leader of Afrobeats music today, and they are killing it. They got, I love the music. There's so many big artists out there like Burna Boy and Davido that are making music in the United States now. Like, in American clubs, and I'm hearing African music. That's dope. My point I'm making is they have a little bit of an advantage because they sing in English. And so my thing about French rap is I love French rap. I just don't know what we have to do to really popularize it here.
Yeah.
But one last thing I'm going to say is that when you talk to a lot of UK rappers and French rappers, they don't have the mentality of like, we need to be sold in America.
Sure.
Their mentality is like, we have our own thing going on here. It's fine. We're touring all over Europe. They love us here. They're not thinking we have to go to New York and Miami and Chicago and Dallas and LA. But if they did, I'm telling you, it's a whole untapped into like genre of music right now. And so if the question is, do I like French rap? Yes, I love it.
Yeah, we have a just to kind of add to that just a little bit further. Do you think that what dictates a lot of like rap is finding the lyrics relatable? And like, would you listen to rap? Would you listen to Japanese rap if you have no idea what they're talking about? Like, are you fine with just the beats and the music and maybe the voice as an instrument, and you have no idea what they're singing about?
So, all right. So I'll say me personally, who I am. I love, the good club sounding workout trap beats. Yeah, I love that sound. It's dope. You're at the gym, you're running, you're driving. Or if I'm having people over, I'm having people, come through, kick it. Yes, there's a place for that, and I love that type of music. I love. I'm trying to think of some rappers right now. For example, I don't know. There's a lot of trap rappers like Black Youngster. I'm gonna just say I don't know who out there listens to Black Youngster, but I don't personally listen to him for his bars.
Gotcha.
But I do like his music. It hits. You know what I'm saying? And so, however, yes, the main thing that keeps me going to a song, like keeps me listening to a song, if I told you that I listened to the Black album, Jay-Z's Black album, it came out in 2003, and if I've listened to it 500 times, it's because those words stand out to me.
Got it.
Whereas some beats, some really good beats, are trendy. Like they kind of lose their appeal over time. Certain beats don't age as well. You know what I'm saying? So as much as I love the top 500 beats that are out there, that is not what keeps me coming back to an artist consistently.
Sure.
And I think that even if some of the artists, you often hear all these rap purists that say like, oh, rap is dead, real lyrics is dead. But I don't think that's true, because if you were to look at the consistent rappers, the rappers have 10-year-long careers, 15-year-long careers that are always dropping an album and touring great, touring well. Those are the guys that know how to rap and that are saying something that's sticking to you. Mm-hmm. Now, they might be able to rap on trap beats too. That's what, it sells it well, and I can play it everywhere. I can play it in the radio. I can play it in the clubs. I can play it everywhere. But I can also spit to you in a certain way where I'm chilling in the shower, or I'm chilling cleaning up, and it's playing. So that's what I think. I think that what keeps people coming back to artists is the lyrics, or at least the vocalist. Mm-hmm. But I think that the right, the club beats and whatnot, that's also appeal, But
right.
I do think the lyrics outweighs that.
Okay.
Over time.
Yeah, it sounds like there's just like any other genre or art, there's a spectrum of it, and it is of its time. And I think that to me, you seem like you're one of the more seasoned Austin hip hop artists. I mean, you've been doing this for how long?
Yeah, I've been doing it in Austin for about 5 years.
Yeah.
And I will say that's the thing, because in Austin, playing rap shows at Austin venues is still kind of new.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's crazy.
So I think you being one of the veterans here, as far as I know, I'm sure it goes beyond that too, but one of the you've seen it change a lot even in just the 5 years that you've been doing it. Trends come and go. Do you think that there's an Austin sound?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think that and I don't want this to be a cliche answer. I think what's cool about Austin to me is, like myself, I'm really mostly from Dallas in terms of when I moved here. Like the majority of my life I spent in Dallas. But, you know, I lived in Canada too. But shout out to Canada, shout out to Montreal, Toronto. But what I'm saying is, what's cool about Austin is a lot of people in Austin are not from Austin. Now, there is a lot of people in Austin that are, but like, a lot of people from Austin are not from Austin. You know, a lot of you get somebody's number at the club or at the bar, it's not 512.
Sure.
More times than not.
Yeah.
And so
mine's not and yours not.
Mine's not either, right? You called me and I was like, who is this? What number is this?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, I think the Austin sound is how diverse it is. That's what I think. I know I don't want to make it too much of a political answer, but I really believe that. I think that the Austin sound is how diverse it is.
Oh, I mean, that makes sense because it's indicative of it being transplants, you know? Just real quick, we're still getting donations coming in.
Shout out Andy.
Miranda and Matthew, if I missed you earlier.
Shout out Miranda.
Yeah, thanks for the donations. We're sitting pretty good at something here. What do we got? $340.
Nice.
So thank you, everybody, for donating. And again, Safehouse ATX on Venmo. If as we sort of wrap this up here, and I continue talking with David.
Let's try to get up to 400.
400. I think we can do it. Yeah. Anybody out there wanna? Yeah, let's do it. Cool. Safehouse ATX on Venmo. SafehouseAustin@gmail.com through PayPal. If you want to donate to Austin Justice Coalition, please do so if you can support us. If not, thanks for hanging out tonight. And as I'm sitting here with David Shabani, you got any questions for him? That's what we're here to do. So by all means, send it to us in the chat. And I wanted to ask, do you feel like you're, as an artist, maybe at a little more of an advantage, or if this is something that you've thought about as an artist, by being able to operate by yourself more or less at home during this in the quarantine, where a lot of bands are like, we can't practice now, like, you know, you think people are going to scale down their operations? And I mean, have you experimented with streaming or anything like that?
Yeah, so I mean, in terms of like making music, that's the thing. I will say, me, like I explained before, I've been like in my room writing songs, figuring that out since I was 10, 11. So the idea of me sitting inside and writing is not very foreign to me. And I don't really consult with other people when it comes to creating songs, because some rappers, which I've noticed, and everybody has their own way of doing it, they go into the studio, they'll book the studio for 2 hours, and the song creation is happening in the studio. So let's find the beat.
One song?
Yeah, it might be one song usually. Or, you know, and if it's a few, maybe it's a few more hours. But it's like, let's find the beat, let's write the lyrics to it, find the hook, let's do that, and then we're in the studio and we did that. And the whole creation process happened there. So that's some people. Me, like, I will write 30 songs and make sure I'm memorizing them. And then I'll go into the studio and I'll do 10 in a day. Okay. Because now I know them.
Yeah, sure.
You know, I know them perfectly.
Yeah.
I go in and out, you know what I'm saying? So that's usually how my process is. So because of that, I can spend months in my house writing, chilling, and then going out to record and playing it to other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not,
sure.
And because of that, I think that in this situation, I do think maybe it's an advantage of like two things. There's two things. One, I can stay at home and write a bunch of music if I want to, and I don't need to consult with other people to practice. I just go to the studio, I get the engineer, we're good. The other thing is, thankfully, we released the album in December, essentially, late November. That's still fresh in indie art. You know what I'm saying? Like that's still like a new album.
Yeah.
So I already have, like, we just played the show. I can say, hey, go check out the album. I don't have to go like, I got this old song from way back. So I will say that, I mean, I didn't sound like I knew, but I will say I'm thankful that I released an album sort of recently, and then this happened, and I still have music that's still new, fresh, and then it hasn't like aged too much.
Sure. Now when you're talking about the songs that you're writing, are you just talking about the lyrics, or do you make the beats yourself as well?
No, so I don't make the beats. What usually happens is there's a lot of people that sell beats, that send me beats, say check this beat out, or I reach out to artists like, hey, can you make this beat? Can you make this beat?
Do you give? I mean, is it a lot of back and forth? Like, I like this, but change this part.
So this is actually what happens. Usually, let's say you made the beat. Mm-hmm. I'm like, let me buy the rights to that beat from you.
Sure.
You send that to me, but you send all the files. So then what I do is go into the studio with the engineer, and then we EQ it my way. So like,
Yeah.
let's change this piano, and maybe a piano would be better if it was a violin here, and maybe this sample is a little too loud, or maybe this drum is a little, this snare is piercing through. Let's take this snare back. So then we can make it perfectly for me, and then we create the song. You know what I'm saying?
Well, even that's something that you don't need to be in a room with somebody for that. So like it's a matter of being able to do that remotely, and as you said before that, efficiently, because everything when you're in a studio, you're ready to go.
Exactly. So so I will say, you know, I've played with bands a few times, and it is really different. And one thing is, like I said, if I write 10 songs, I know them so well that when I'm with another band, sometimes I get frustrated because I'm like, hey, play it this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're like, yo, give me a minute to figure out what this way means.
Yeah.
And to me, it sounds like it's like talking. It's as easy as talking to me.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, hey, do this. And they're like, all right, give me a second to figure that out.
You gotta
know?
maybe put an effect on it or
Yeah.
turn something down.
Right. And so I remember one day we were rehearsing for the X Games with this drummer, and I'm like, hey, slow down. Can you slow it down a little bit? Like, you're going at this BPM, slow it down a little bit. And he slowed it down, and the keyboard player we were with was like, yo, that's not easy. Like, what he just did to be able to just tone it down like it's a dial, that's not easy. And the way I asked him, I was like, hey, can you just do this? And so it is way more challenging for bands, especially in a time like this.
Well, I think it's often unnecessary too. Like you going everywhere with a band it's not like it's not easy to do. You know, you gotta set everything up, and you know, especially if you want to travel as much as you are and get yourself out as a solo artist. Like, you know, that's what I'm kind of realizing as far as all of this goes with everybody streaming from home, maybe making a living or some version of a living at home. They're like, I don't need to go out and do this anymore. And I think that's sort of where a lot of like solo artists are challenging the traditional way that the industry's worked. Is like, it's just the evolution of music and you know, rap and or singers being a part of that is like, I'm self-sustainable. I can do it. I can show up and play, like you said earlier. Play this for me.
Yeah, and I agree. I will say, though, this is one thing I do think is I enjoy performing. I love performing. If I could perform everywhere, every day, that'd be dope. I love that. One thing I'm going to say, though, is the original art form of music is meant to be live, I think. I think that the fact that we can hear music on, you know, CDs and streaming and all that, that's dope, and I love it. You know, of course, that's also music, clearly, and that's probably the most, that's the way most people intake their music, and I love that, me too. But I will say, I do think it's meant to be performed, and so you listen to a fan and say, I love this artist, and then they see them live and they're like, okay, I love this artist.
Yeah,
you know?
Sure.
I saw them do it.
Yeah.
And so I do think that the art form of performing live will never leave. That we need to have. However, yes, I can be at the crib and have my music online and stream all day, and I'm getting money from that. So that's that's a dope evolution in music, and so yeah.
Well, I think that the one last thing I kind of want to talk to you about is with the Austin Justice Coalition. How do you feel like we're seeing progress in a lot of ways that you want to? In other ways, would you like to see more progress amongst the community of all communities? What would you tell everybody that's watching now? Like, what can we be doing more, and myself included? What can we all be doing more to participate in a way that I think is more constructive than it has been, as we're sort of seeing and challenging the ways that they have been in the past? It's, again, with this quarantine, it's been a big reflection for me to be like, what kind of shit not am I actively participating in, but what kind of shit am I passively participating in? And just starting to think about like the little things that everybody does in their day-to-day lives that have a bigger effect, and that are like sort of like supporting things that are not necessarily good and it's like, recognizing where's your money going, what the time you spend that you're doing things. Yeah, and it's it's not that everybody can't like take a break from being constructive and sit on the couch and but like this to me has been again a big moment of reflection for me over this summer here. So that's what I've sort of taken away from it. But I know just as well as everybody else, my peers, my family, my collaborators, we've all got a lot of work that we can do too. So, and I hope I'm not putting you on the spot or anything,
cool.
but I just from one background to another, what's more that I can be doing, and then like everybody out here that's watching, that's like, what have you seen from your experience that's like, let's start to think about it this way,
Yeah, so I think I will say everything I've been seeing on social media, there's a lot of people who are kind of cynical about social media because they feel like you can sit down and share it and it's like whatever, you didn't do anything. But I think that's huge personally. I think first step to me is the conversation, because I think, like you were saying, like you spend some time looking at documentaries, or when people leave the country they come across different things. I think the first step is the conversation. I think I've had, I don't want to get too storytelly, but I had a situation once. I was in Iowa, middle of nowhere. And I go into a store with two of my white friends, and this woman in the Walmart, this is Walmart in Iowa, is following me, and she's not even good at it. She's really like tracking us, but she's with my friends. And one of the dudes I'm with is like, I don't know if he's still watching, his name's Derek, but he's like, is that woman following us? And he's like, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, happens to me all the time. And he is livid. Once the lady gets close, he goes off on her. He's like, I can't believe you're following me and my friend. We're customers. You have no right to do this. All that goes off on this lady, goes to the front, and he's like, you guys have a racist customer that's following me and my friend for no reason. We didn't do anything, all this, all that. And he was trying to start the revolution at Walmart right there. Yeah. And the issue is he had never seen that. He honestly lived in a world was like, that doesn't exist.
Sure.
And so it's not like I can be mad at him personally. It's not like I can be mad at him for not knowing that. It's not like, we were 19, 18. It's not like I can be mad at 17 version of him to be like 17-year-old version of him to be like, oh, I don't believe in that. He didn't never seen it. So the first step, I think, is a conversation to say, what is the real problem? How did it happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, how does it affect people individually? That's the first step, but it's a conversation. Once we all realize there is a real tangible system of racism in this country and profound classism in this country, there's clearly is, some of it is purported by race.
Yeah.
And once we realize that, then, all right, the next step is like, yo, okay, you're right. What can we do? And I think I would really suggest everybody, do some real research on joining a local organization. You don't have to go to every meeting. Just join a local organization like we did tonight. We raised some money for Austin Justice Coalition.
Let me interject real quick.
Yeah.
We just hit our $400 goal.
Boom.
So, yeah.
Told y'all.
We are now at, let me see. I just saw it here. Well, it came in somewhere. I know we hit it. Thank you, Alex, for the donation.
Alex,
very generous donation from
Thank you,
Alex. We appreciate that. But sorry, David.
Yeah,
go
it's
ahead.
cool. Shout out to that, and that's what I'm saying. It's like I said it during the rap too. We all gotta take action. So I'm saying, I will say the second step after you realize, all right, what is the problem? Everybody locally join a local organization, and I hate to be, beat everything with a dead. What is it? Beat a dead horse with a stick. However it goes.
Yeah.
Then we got to vote, and we got to vote for the right people. And it's not always, I understand the presidency, yes, that is a big deal. I'm not going to act like it's nothing. But it's not always that. We just got we didn't get we got a new attorney general, Jose Garza, I think he just won.
Yeah.
And we got Mike Siegel that's representing, he's running for state representative against the GOP representative. So what I'm saying is, that's a big deal. These little spots, these little districts. So I think the 3 steps is join an organization and help out, like on your own. How can you do things with the right organization, and then vote correctly?
Right.
And I really believe that things do change.
Sure.
We live in people, we say a lot of things about the United States, and I'm one of the most critical persons about the status quo. But one thing I'm gonna say, and I don't want to talk for too long, I'm saying things do change. I do think that things progress. Women used to not be allowed to vote. They used to send children to mines. Well, in the U.S. Now they still do it overseas, but in the U.S. they used to send kids into mines. There used to be no regulation. There used to be if you cut your finger off at the plant, sorry, that's your finger. You know what I'm saying? Over time, things change. People stood in strike. The women's rights movement. People stood outside. They were like, "Yo, we got to be able to vote," and things have changed. And so that's what we got to do: is really believe in this change, join the right organizations, vote correctly, and learn up, research, so you can know what you're talking about. That's what I'm saying. That's I would say that's the answer.
Yeah, I'm with you, man, and I appreciate you sharing that because not that I haven't been about this, but there's always more you can do, and I think that you're not you, but one is doing a disservice to themselves by not taking a closer look at these things and being like, all right, I need to know more, and I think that that's where everybody's kind of getting now is like, let's take a closer look at this whole thing, and that's where I am right now. So I appreciate you sharing that with me, man, and I'm gonna. And everybody else, I strongly suggest, you do that as well in your maybe personal, professional lives. I'm not one to tell you how to live your life, but you never lose by learning more and trying to learn more, and at least having an open mind about everything. So. Thanks for sharing your story with us tonight, man. It's been cool, like collaborating, getting to work with you, getting to host you, raising this money, $445 to Austin Justice Coalition tonight. Thank you, David Shabani. We got anything else you want to cover before we end it, man?
Just want to say, if anybody's still on the stream, still watching, and isn't really familiar, my name is David Shabani. That's the real name, no gimmicks. That's my name. Written like that, and you can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, everything. Just Google my name, you'll find the music. I think you'll enjoy it. I just released a double album, so that means 20 songs of original music. Put that on at the crib, clean all day and all evening, and the music will still be playing. So
there you go.
Find it on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you choose. YouTube. My mom listens to me on YouTube. She doesn't know how to work all these other apps, and that's all I got to say, man.
Cool. Well, thanks to David Shabani. Thanks to the crew here and everybody out there who I'm still seeing in here. Jerome, maybe Grant Larson, Christina, Buddy, Andy, everybody else who has hung with us until the end. We appreciate y'all spending your Wednesday night with us. We are live tomorrow night.
Shout out Gabe, too.
Gabe?
Gabe. Shout out Gabe, too.
Shout out Gabe for coming out here tonight, taking some photos. You can catch Gabe on Instagram.
Yeah. He'll be on. I tag him on everything. So.
Okay. Follow David Shabani on Instagram.
Yes, David Shabani. Well, my Instagram is David Shabani.
David Shabani. Safehouse ATX on Instagram. My name is Eric. We are live tomorrow night with Dining with Dogs. Be sure and check them out on Spotify. We got some. That'll be our last show for the week here, and we've got and you'll notice there's a Trail of Dead coming up here. Very soon we're collaborating with them, and we're going to be producing one of their shows on their own private channel next Friday, and then the Friday after that. Anastasia Hera is going to be coming at you live on the Safehouse channel next Wednesday night. Again, safehouseaustin@gmail.com. If you want to hit us up and get in here and come sweat it out, how bad was it?
It wasn't too bad, man. Once you start moving, you're good. I had my water. It was a little thick, though. Yeah. I'm wearing gray, so I was afraid I was pitting all over the place.
I said this to them. I said this to the crew, and I was like, man, he's looking a lot better than I thought he was. I wasn't going to say anything because it's like, hey, man, you might want to take your shirt off. But, I was like, I would be like, I'd be dripping, man.
Yeah,
so
just got to stay hydrated,
Yeah, no doubt. $445 to Austin Justice Coalition. That is it for me. Safehouse ATX on Instagram. Thanks to the crew for helping put on the show here tonight. Shout out Boss Tweed for hosting us down
Thank
here
you, Boss Tweed.
in East Austin. Carly, Sam, and Casey, everybody who helped put on the show. That's it for David Shabani. If you missed it, it's going to be going up on YouTube later on tonight. And check out our archive up there on Twitter as well. Check out Safehouse on Patreon if you want to support us. We got some nice, lovely new camera stands. We get money for this, and while we absolutely love to be a part of these charities that have meaning and that there's something bigger than all of us what we're doing. If you take a look at the Safehouse website, it's safehou.se, you can get an idea of what we're trying to do with what we're doing on our live streaming channel, and that's empowering independent musicians to come on and work outside labels, work outside management, and do their own thing with you and them and nobody in between. Support them that way. Get an idea of what we're doing. We'd love your support to continue to put on these shows, pay for the rent, and upgrade our stuff as it breaks, and it often does. But other than that, at the very least, thank you for subscribing to the channel, following us on Instagram, and check out our old shows. Check out David Shabani, David Shabani on Instagram. I'm going on a little bit too much, so I'm going to wrap this thing up. Everybody out there, take care of yourselves. Thanks for hanging out tonight, and we hope to see you tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Texas time with Dining with Dogs. Adios.
Shining moon gonna help me when I'm feeling low. A shining moon gonna help me carry my load. A shining moon, oh, shining moon. Now I'm a little bit older, I'm beginning to see. The shining moon shines so bright, she's been blinding me. 'Cause every night, oh, I keep drowning in this race, yeah. The shining moon never shines so bright, it's what it did these days. A shining moon, oh, shining moon. Shining moon gonna help me carry my load. Shining moon gonna help me carry my load. Shining moon gonna help me when I'm feeling low. Shining moon gonna help me carry my load. Shining moon, oh, shining moon. I've been in love, honey, I know it's true. I was since that day I will lay my eyes on you. Love's a crazy thing, baby, that's how I feel. Can make you oh so high, but it takes so long to you. So please, I want you to stay with me. 'Cause since you're gone, it's pain and misery. Oh, now please, oh please, I want you to stay with me. 'Cause since you're gone, it's pain and misery. Sometimes I curse that day when you came along. I was happy, but it's been pain now for so very long. Oh, I'm begging you, honey, please, I want you to stay. 'Cause I've been so lonely since you've gone away. gotta go back just one more time. Yeah, whoa.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Eric Burton of the Black Pumas. I'm hanging with AJ and Tamisha on vocals, and we also have Jerron on keys. The song is kind of inspired by the solar eclipse started by Adrian Casada in 2017, and I came in and finished it with the lyrics, so hope you dig it.
Under the raging sun's open fire. Ain't nothing new. We all have desires. I want you to be my woman, baby. Every time you get dressed in black, you give a grown man a heart attack. I pray that good Lord will bring you back. You're my sunshine. Shoot me down and break my heart. It's the black moon rising. Oh, you brave the side. I paint the picture of the black moon rising cruise. Oh, all she wants to do is cruise. Right on, baby. And I ain't got nothing to do now, baby. With the black moon rising cruise. Oh, what's going on? Same old thing, just a different season. 100 years. In the only time she gets dressed in black, taking flight, baby, count you.